Hello everyone, welcome again to Hearts of Iron 4. I've been threatening to go back to this game for a while. I've been streaming it occasionally, and I figured it's about time to start another series. We'll be playing as the Netherlands, because as a Dutch person, I often fantasize about our land taking over the entire world, you know. I mean, we have colonies. We want more. We'll take Africa. We'll take Europe. We might even land in America. What about Asia? Asia's looking nice this time of year. We're going to be playing on regular, because we are playing as a very minor nation, so I'm not going to go too on board. Historical AI will go off, so we can go bonkers. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll turn on Iron Man mode as well. Let's go, shall we? And we will name this, let's see, Netherlands YouTube. Right, there we go. Let's get this ball rolling, shall we? I think first things first, we'll look south, as there's a peculiar province, South Holland. One of our provinces in the Netherlands itself is called South Holland, and we've got Belgium here, which is the south of South Holland. They just don't accept it. And I feel it's our job to rectify this little mapping error, right? The Benelux, it's supposed to be Dutch. How will we get there? Good question. First things first, let's take a look at our research trees here. Naturally, we're going to go for electronic mechanical engineering to get that research boost. We'll be going for basic machine tools and construction 1. Yes, this is all run-of-the-mill basic choices, etc. Next up, civilian factories. Turns out we don't have all that many. We don't have a lot of space either. It's a small country. We have yet to dam in all the rest of the water over in the North Sea and whatnot. Just give us a couple hundred years, we'll get there. Until then, we have 7 factories available for construction. The rest is going to, the civilian economy. We have about 4 military factories. So you just know we are doing well over here. I think we'll go ahead and build a single factory there. Then build a single one in Friesland as well. And then I'd like some military factories to work with. Right, moving on. We'll get 2 on weapons for now. I would like 1 to provide support equipment. We don't need it yet, but Lord knows we're going to use it in the future. And until we have a better idea of what to do, just build me some interwar fighters. That's to not waste that capacity. Next up, naval dockyards. We've got Destroyer 2 available. I think we'll make some of those. We will join them into the Royal Navy. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. I can already smell it. Nobody here will be able to understand a thing but me. And some Belgian or Dutch people, who knows? It's going to be fun. Till then, let's take a look at national focus. We will not be going democratic. That's the whole point of turning historical AI off. I want to go nationalistic. We will get military youth, which will give us extra recruitable population. Militarism, recruitable population. Ideological fanaticism, extra unity, that sort of thing. And also going to get us technology sharing. Our path to extra research slots, however, it's going to be a long one. So, we're going to get this political ball rolling right away, before anything else. Because that seems like a good idea. Finally, we need steel. We produce 8 of it, we export 4 of it. We're gonna need... we'll trade with the United Kingdom. There's no way we'll ever invade that place, right? As for all these armies, just form a front with Belgium. We've also got the, we'll call this a home theater. Or Europe. European theater, there we go. We also have colonies, like I mentioned. We do have a lot of people stationed here. And we'll make you guys into an army. New theater. The Indies. The Dutch East Indies, no less. Ugh. There we go. Dutch East Indies Theater. You guys just garrison everything. That way we won't lose any of it, hopefully. Lovely. That's gonna take care of that. We have a navy here. I think we will just... Honestly, I think I would prefer the navy to come home. We already have a tiny navy. And being able to mass it, basically. The mission will be deactivated. Can you just... Also tell them with a control right click to set that as their home base. And they'll now go to it. Okay, that's good. Those submarines are going to come in useful later. But I won't tell you what for yet. That's going to be a secret. Haha. You see, Dutch strategy is the best strategy. We're going to increase priority on our European theater. Because we are going to get into manpower struggles. We have 17,000 manpower if you're being really generous. So, you know. That's going to be fun. And that's exactly why we're going fascist. Also, you know. Dutch Rijk. It's going to be fun. We have air wings anywhere. That's fleet. I don't think we have any air wings aside from there. We can always check in here, of course. Nope, all good. We get extra ground support? Base value is 130%. Oh well. We'll take it as it is. We've got all the navies coming home. That is good. Yeah, I think we're about ready to get started. Oh, last time I played this, I was playing multiplayer. It is so nice to be able to use spacebar to pause and unpause again. But yeah, we'll be looking towards the Belgian over here. Look at him. I don't know it yet, but soon we will be reunited. And that's our fleet just sneaking in. I like it. Deselect you. I will rename you guys the Koninklijke Marine. There we go. The Royal Navy. Nederlands Indische Onderzeeboot, Koninklijke Onderzeeboot. What the hell is that? Koninklijke Onderzeeboot SM. Really? Wow. That is poor naming right there. Now if the Dutch Indies submarine fleet Smalldale, it's probably oh well. We'll just go for Onderzee Load. There we go. The submarine fleet. Oh, I'm gonna be able to annoy you guys with all of that. That's gonna be fun. Don't worry, as people in the comments will be able to attest to, if they will. They can back me up that I'm actually providing correct translations. For now. Now, how is our manpower looking? We get about 170, 180. Oh, we get... Oh, yeah, see, that's good. What is good, you might ask? Well, we get a lot of factories from trade. Because we have our colonies. Remilitarization of the Rhineland is slightly worrying, but we have our political effort. Take a look at our resource interface here. We've got like 700 rubber, a tiny shred of oil actually, and some aluminum, or aluminium, whatever you prefer. So that'll be very helpful. Modifier government. I would like a fascist demagogue. The higher-ups may harbor unspoken sympathies. I'd rather go bloodless, if at all possible. We cannot go for the collectivist ethos yet. That is because we require to be fascist, communist, or non-aligned, which will remove democracy support. Which is nice, and only then can we really choose to get nationalism, which will give us extra fascism support, and at that point, we won't really need it anymore. Either way, we're gonna start our industrial effort. It is the best path to get to technology quickly. And Lord knows we are going to need that technology. The Spanish Civil War has kicked off already. Wow. It's only March of 1936. I wonder how long it'll be before it ends. I mean, the higher the world tension goes, the better it is for us. Because we will be going fascist, and the sooner we can get to a war economy, the better. So just get to 50%, 15% world tension, that would be great. I mean, you know, getting less civilian factories and whatnot would be great. Finished our first research, we will be going for the mechanical computing. It's all still bog standard here so far. More research means we get a lot more things done, hopefully. Which would be nice. Let's see quickly. Oh, we're already at 8%. The Nationaal Socialistische Beweging, or the NSB. Basically, the National Socialist Party. Right, ooh. That's a nasty cutoff. They still have a port here, but I don't know. It might be looking really good for nationalist Spain, which could prove to be well for us, seeing how we are going fascist. We might as well sign up with the top dog over here. And I don't know, I might cast my eye towards Paris. Who knows? Oh, there's our industrial effort. Lovely. We'll go for the construction effort, so we can simply rush down the tree. That would be great. Let me quickly check something. Do we need? No, we purely need to beeline it. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 7. 480 days until we have 5 research slots. That's actually not too bad. Get concentrated industry. We are a tiny nation right now. We need to squeeze everything we can out of our limited factories here. That'd be great. There we go. Production efficiency is increasing a little bit. So we are getting more weaponry. Which will be very helpful indeed. We're just stockpiling support equipment right now. As we have nothing that can actually use it. I'm going to tell our armies here to start exercising. Yeah, the colonials as well. Why the hell not? Italy has annexed Ethiopia, unsurprisingly. The National Socialists in Spain are actually making good headway towards Catalonia. If they can cut off that port, then the capital up there is pretty much secure. We can modify our government again. We can't go for any any economy laws yet. We could go to limited conscription, but we don't really need it yet. Currently we are on export focus. We could go to free trade. It would help us with factory output, construction speed, and research time. But we'd be giving even more resources away, which might not help us in the long term. Although the best thing later on would be to go closed economy. Especially if we happen to invade Singapore in one way or another. I mean, I'm not suggesting we go to war with Britain or anything. That would be an act of warmongering. That would be it would not be good. Let's just put it like that. What we could do is hire a military theorist right away. Or we could go for an industrial concern. Help us get industrial stuff up faster, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We're going to go for that. We're going to get the Shell company on our side. Shell, of course, being well known for oil and whatnot. So this is going to help us gain resource efficiency. Why would we need resource efficiency? Well, because we have colonies. And the colonies, like we mentioned before, very valuable indeed. If we can squeeze more out of that oil, that would be great. If we can later on conquer some British colonies over there, that would be great. You know, colonialism ho and all that. It will be wonderful. You just need a bit more infantry equipment. That is lovely. We are getting on there. We don't need a lot of support equipment yet. I don't think we ever will need a lot, especially since we are stockpiling it right now. Construction effort is done. Leadership purges in the Soviet Union are happening quite early. We're gonna keep beelining our construction here. We have completed our first civilian factory in Brabant. Or Brabant, depending on the pronunciation. I'm not sure yet if I will stick to nothing but Dutch pronunciations or just make it a bit easier for you guys to understand. I mean, you still know what I'm talking about, probably. It's not like we're speaking Klingon here. Yet. Want to research radio, or do we... Oh, we actually have quite a nice time getting air stuff. I don't think land is... No, land is not that generous. Just a quick check here. Which one of these you would give extra recruitable population? 5%. You wouldn't. Mass mobilization. No, none of that would give anything. You guys, however, also 5%. I really like mobile warfare. So I think we'll end up going for that one. But not yet. We could start researching towed artillery, we could start... I don't know, I kind of want to get tanks going as well. We could also go for support battalions, or just weapons upgrades as well. Radio... Synthetic oil, I think we'll leave that. We don't need it, we have the colonies, right? That's going to keep us going for a good while. So we're not going to worry about oil too much. I think we might actually start with an air tree. I don't know, I like the idea of getting air trees nice and early. Because I like the Air Force. They are quite useful. Speaking of which, it might not be a bad idea to get a fighter on our side at some point. Just get artillery. It's going to be essential. Just getting that production line up nice and early. The more we produce early, the less we'll need later on. Games of the 11th Olympiad, alright. I mean, pretty soon we will get to the point where we are building military factories in Friesland, so... After that, we'll build another civilian factory in Brabant. Guess I'm just sticking with the English pronunciations, since that'll be a bit easier. Netherlands Fleet 1, you were supposed to... There we go. Oh yeah, right, of course, I dismantled that one fleet, so they're not going to deploy there anymore. There we go, just for sake of simplicity, keep it to 2 fleets. Submarines, you're going to be so useful later on, you have no idea. Just being able to keep you centralized and actually alive. Especially since there is manpower on board these ships, right? It's going to be very important to try and maximize that manpower before they die. I mean, not only suggesting that they will die. Not suggesting there might be a war at some point or anything, but you know. Construction effort 2. Get me some infrastructure, why not? Infantry division. You've got a good template, I'll keep that. Combat width of 18. At some point we'll be able to get you a recon company. How's the expertise looking? You are all regulars. Good. You guys are not, but now that you are becoming trained, you will give us more experience. So that's good. We can't drill the fleets, unfortunately. They will remain rookies until they kill something. Which is a little bit sad. Because there were definitely naval drills you could do. But, I mean, it doesn't bother me that much. At some point we'll get, like, aircraft carriers and we'll just bomb everything. Seriously, aircraft carriers are so good if you use them properly. It's so much fun. I'll show you at some point, I'm sure. Oh well. Right, we are playing on speed 5, or we're not? Yes, we are. We're about to get our mechanical computing research done, so that's good. Ooh. Fascist sympathies in the military. Several high-ranking members of the Dutch military have expressed support, some privately, some openly, for the fascist movements in the Netherlands. They feel the CHU has forgotten how important discipline and patriotism is to keeping the country together, and are increasingly annoyed by the army being treated by the government as more of a tool than one of the nation's most important institutions. Some of them go as far as to suggest that a new government is needed. One that knows how to lead the Netherlands with strength and tradition into the next half of the century. This faction may not predominantly be politicians, but some of them have gained positions in the Department of Defense. If these developments continue, they may have sufficient political support to execute a coup. Ooh. Well, I don't like to pull a coup, sadly. While the idea isn't bad on its own, I'd rather go bloodless. I really would rather go bloodless. We go for support weapons? Yeah, I think we'll go for support weapons now. We don't need a radio yet. We've got 3 military factories. That is a first. We'll put you on weapons for now. But I will switch you over to artillery as soon as possible. We can modify the government again. World tension has calmed down, sadly, so no economy law for us today. What we can do is start getting Fokker on our hands. Fokker is actually a Dutch company. I'm not sure if it's a Dutch company, but the guy sure was. Anthony Fokker lived in the Netherlands. Designed a lot of planes for the Germans and such during the First World War, because the Netherlands were neutral back then. And one of the few trading partners of the Germans. They also traded with Britain a lot, so it was a precarious balancing position they were in. But, I think we'll go for an armor research first. I would like to get tanks. You know, the Dutch Blitzkrieg. Well known for not happening very often during the historical war, because we sort of got blitzed ourselves. There's not much you can do when the Germans threaten to bomb your entire country. And like all your major cities until you capitulate. A lot of people often give the Dutch a stick for not holding out very long, but it was pointless. They would have just bombarded our civilian centers. It would not have done much use. So, you know, I think it was better in the end to surrender, even though fighting, you know, sadly there is no useful fighting. Oh, we can get you to get some artillery underway. We'll wait, because we can store up some days of research, rather than go in with the research penalty, like 0.11 extra or something, I don't know. The head of time bonus. There we go, we shaved off quite a bit. Just because we waited, and the days did stack up. You can also store like 10 days of your national focus, by the way. Which is nice for multiplayer, so you don't have to rush that much. There's no pressure for you to do everything right away or miss out. We have support artillery, right? Yeah, we can use that now. Let's get recon first? We'll get support artillery first. Doesn't really matter that much, we're not going to go to war quite yet. Speaking of support artillery, we're going to need to start producing that. We're also going to need tungsten. Portugal, you can supply that for us, right? 3 military factories, ooh. I think we'll get another one on artillery then. And by then, that means we're out of steel, so we need to trade more with the United Kingdom. Now, I am trading with the English on purpose. Quite so. I mean, it's not like we're ever going to invade Dover or anything like that, right? That would be silly. No, we would never dream of invading them for their colonies and whatnot. Even though they have tasty, tasty rubber and oil and tungsten. Oh, can you imagine? Getting all that tungsten? Ah, that would be a coup. It's certainly not impossible. Could we perhaps take the British Raj as well? It would be tricky. We'd definitely be able to take Ceylon. And then perhaps do an invasion from here. Ooh, industrial... Infrastructure effort 2. And now we get onto the good stuff. Extra research. It's going to be very helpful in our conquest of resources and whatnot. We will have all the tasty things. Artillery production is getting underway. Lovely. Ooh. Fascist coup d'etat. Already? We're only on 33%. Some say they saw it coming. Or some will say, rather. Both those who warned against the dangers of fascism and those who extolled it as the savior of the Netherlands have found their prophecies made reality today, as the military in Holland overthrew the CHU, led government and seized power. Dirk Jan de Geer is missing, rumored to have gone into exile, and the coup has been met with little initial resistance. The new Dutch leadership has no plans to allow resistance to grow either. Martial law has been declared, and with the changes that are underway, whatever comes after is unlikely to be very different. Politics will change. The NSB will become the ruling party. Public elections will not be held. We gain Reign of Terror, which gains plus 10 political power for 730 days. So, 2 years from now. And we become a slightly different flag. We now have the orange in the flag. And a bundle of fasces, which is a bundle of sticks originally used in Rome by senators and whatnot to indicate that they had Imperium. It's quite a clever thing, actually. And like, it goes back quite a while. It became something that Mussolini focused his campaign around, and then Adolf Hitler picked it up, and it became fascism. Quite interesting. You should look that up if you're interested in that. Because I don't have a sheet here giving me all the details, so I'm probably making some errors in that. But, you know, it's worth looking into. Let's get some interwar bombers going. It's gonna be great. We're gonna bomb everything. Mostly Belgium. They are recruiting troops though, and we are not yet doing that. Support weapons. Cool. Add another unit. We're gonna make 2 of them. We don't even have enough manpower to do that. Are you kidding me? Research slot is available. Right. I would like a Great War tank. It's a bit behind the date, but it'll do. It will do. We'll just toss it into production as soon as we can. Hello, modified government. I would like limited conscription. Thank you. Look, we have manpower. It's great. We'll just keep, like, small training going. Add another unit. Give high equipment priority now. Just so you guys can get some training underway. I will turn the European theater to medium. Extra research slot available. I like it. We don't have Fokker yet. That is annoying. I would like them. What we can do, however, is start researching one of the air trees. The close air support is for battlefield support. Tactical bombers are flexible and can perform both ground support and regular bombing. Or go heavy on bombers themselves. Ooh, fighter agility plus 20%. I like that. We're going to go down the operational integrity tree. We are not large enough to be able to afford both close air support and tactical bombers, and just bombing in general. The Hindenburg disaster. Oh no. We need more factories, right. Collectivist ethos it is. Get rid of democracy support. Interwar artillery has been researched. Quite nice. That's ahead of time. Let's skip that for now. Support battalion. Research engineers, please. Soviet withdrawal. Huh. So there's not going to be any border skirmishes in there. No Khalkhin Gol, nothing. Perhaps this will result in a lasting peace. Interesting. Khalkhin Gol, by the way, very interesting in history. It was basically like a total of like 100,000 people fighting one another, Soviet and Japanese. For all intents and purposes, it was an undeclared war. It was like, I don't know, perhaps 1938-ish? I'm not entirely certain. It was definitely pre-war and pre-everything went to hell. Get some more excavation in there, lovely. We all like that, after all. We're gonna get right up there. How's our, I keep pressing all the wrong buttons, it's great. We produce 788 rubber, wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Hell, we're even making extra oil. That's gonna keep us afloat, literally. That oil is going to be so good. We are slowly building up our fleet with small tier 2 destroyers. They're a little bit better. Hopefully soon. Ooh, Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. Interesting. We are making nearly 2 artillery guns per day. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we are making 2 per day now. That's going to be good. Collectivist ethos. Yes, I will join the anti-Comintern pact. Just to get friendly with Germany. I think we'll go for the nationalism focus. Or we can get started on aviation efforts. Nah, I would like a bit more recruitable population, actually. There we go, get some more fascism support in here. We still have a long way to go until we have a majority. Marco Polo Bridge incident, right? That's gonna be a Japanese-Chinese war. If they're unlucky, of course. I mean, who would want that to happen, right? You guys can just keep deploying for a while. We have free civilian factories, hello. I would like this airbase to be bigger. Not that we're going to use it for anything, but, you know, it's never a bad idea to be prepared for any war that might be happening. Not that we are going to start warmongering or anything, but we're going to start warmongering. I would like more military factories when that airbase is done. Because, you know, who doesn't like having extra things in the air? No, I'll go one step further. I want 100 fighters flying all the time. Modify government! Get me fucker! Alright, that's gonna be bloody beautiful. Soon we'll be flying super modern fucker triplanes and whatnot. Just keep this going for now. Just keep producing all the units and whatnot. We are nearly caught up on all our artillery. That's good. Weapons leave a bit to be desired, sadly. But that's how it goes. Great War Tank. Hello. We're going to start researching the light tank. Force rotation. Excellent. Interception detection, actually. Wow. That's a good one to have. Fighter baiting gives extra interception mission efficiency. And more ace generation chance. Alright, not bad. I'm not sure if I want to get that started right now. You know, we'll get the fighter one first. That seems like a decent idea. We can start that production line soon. Japanese build-up on the Chinese border. And we have the nationalism focus. Excellent. We can go for militarism, gets us experience. We can send volunteer forces. Yes, we'll go for that. I would like to send people to Japan to get some experience, perhaps. It's going to be a bit tricky, sure, but hey, that's how it goes. Anyway, we've been going on for a while. I think this is a good place to leave it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, do let me know by leaving a like and perhaps a comment down below as well. It's a new series, so your support is always most welcome. Lets me know that the Hearts of Iron is still a game you wish to see on the channel. If you want to watch more of Hearts of Iron, but you're not yet subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. I've already done 2 series before. One is Great Britain, one is Soviet Russia. You might enjoy those too. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good one, folks.